Hello everyone, I'm Hilary Chin. Thank you all so much for coming and watching. Today I want to show you how to use basic formulas, okay, to analyze your data. It's going to be step by step. If you have not watched the first two videos, please go at the top of my head or go to the comment section and watch that video. This is specifically for secondary schools or any other person who has no background in technology, okay? We'll be using SumIf, and then we'll be showing you how to navigate. Those of you who want to work with humanitarian organization, UN agency, national organizations, this is a very good video for you to start with, okay? So I'm going to be showing you very basic. We are going gradually. I don't want to overwhelm you with too many functions, too many formulas, or too many analysis, okay? We're going to be looking at some simple steps on how you can, on your first day in office, assist your organization with data. Okay, this is the objective of this particular video. Make sure you follow it step by step, and please don't forget to practice as you learn. It's very important. Practice as you learn. It's extremely important. Okay, please, when you watch the video, like the video, share, and also comment below. When you like videos, it pops up to many other people to also come and watch and learn. Okay, stay blessed and see you on the other side of the other.
Yes, so here we have our data. So normally in data analysis, in the one of the most basic level, here they'll be requiring you, maybe organization or your department or your company or your work will be demanding some insight from this data, okay? And here what I've done is this column is for organization name, this one is for organization type, this one is for the different activities that you do, this one is the number of boys and number of girls that you have reached as per this organization excuse, as per this activity, okay? So these are real-time data in quotes. Real-time means this is how data can look in an organization or NGO. So right here, as a data analyst or as information manager that you are, they will be demanding that you do a quick analysis and then maybe share the findings or share the insight with the team. So here I'll start by giving you basic Excel calculations and formulas. Anytime you want to start a calculation in Excel, you start with an equals to, okay? So if you look at here, we have girls, boys, and then here we have total children. So we want to sum up these boys and these girls per organization and per organization type and per activities, okay? So we'll come to this first cell here. Remember we had looked at cell. If you have not watched that video, go at the comment section. We had looked at rows and columns. So this is the use of those items that we studied in the first video. So right here, I'll just reference this cell. I'll reference these boys, and then I hold down shift on my machine and I click plus, and then I also reference this other cell, okay, and I click tab. That is it. So it automatically says 200 plus 300 is 500, okay, and then I double click. Remember that we looked at our mouse, how it changes previous in the first video. So here now you see the use of that. So when it changes to this small black cross here that we saw here, let me go back to this small arrow. It says this undo. So when you come here, you double click, it shares that formula. So when you go down, you see that the formula is shared into the other cells and rows, okay? And when you click into any of these cells, come to the formula bar here, you will see it says equals to D6 plus E6. Remember we said E represent the column and the number represent the rows. So this cell is an intersection of a row and a column. It's an intersection of this particular cell, is an intersection of column F and row 6. So it now says D6, which is column D, plus E6, which is column E, okay? So this column E is plusing with this column F, and then it follows down with all the other rows following the numbers, okay? So this is one way that we can sum up our data. Now I can take this back. We can undo. I can still come here and I click equals to and I write sum. This is another function or another formula in Excel, and I write tab. So here now I don't need to reference as in referencing one cell or the other. Here now I need to select a range. Remember, we looked at range in the beginning of the first video. Okay, we looked at range, and then I click my tab. You see, it still gives me the same amount, and then I come here and I allow my mouse to change to that small black cross, and I double click, and then it shares the formula down. Okay, so right now you have analyzed this data. You have been able to sum up all boys and girls, and now you have total children. You can still come up here again, and then now to do a total sum, like equals to, you put your sum, you click tab, and then you come again as we saw it, and then you don't reference one at a time. You now select that range, and then you click your tab. So if we look at under here now, we have 8,974 children in total. You can share this, you can still turn this to a small black cross and share this formula to these other cells. You see what I'm doing? And once you share this formula, it still gives you sum, because if I click here, you see it will still give me sum on my formula bar here. If I click here, I still have sum. So here now it shows me that this is the total girls plus this total boys, which is giving me this. Okay, let's see what is up there. Okay, sorry, this is the total boys, which is 3,999 plus total girls 4,975, which is giving me this, which is plusing now to give me this. Okay, so this is how you can sum up your data using these different techniques. So now, after you have summed up this data like this, there are other questions that can be coming on. They can ask you that, okay, we want to know how many boys and girls organization A has accumulated. Okay, so this is organization column here. So here we'll click anywhere in our data, go to data tab. Remember I said we'll be using home, insert, and data tab regularly. Okay, that is what I said in the first video. So here now I go to data tab and I click anywhere in my data. Don't click out of it. Okay, click inside it, because my data starts from column A right up to column F. So click anywhere inside here, and I come to this small item. It says filters, and I click. We'll be looking at filters in another video, just filters. It's so amazing. It's one of the most important tools in Excel. Okay, and it helps you a lot to play with your data set. Okay, so here they can see that you should tell what organization A is doing. All you need to do is go to that column that has organization names, and you click to this small triangle that we have here. Remember that when I click this filter, it brought those small triangles on, okay, or rectangles on. So if I no triangles on, sorry. So if I come in and I click this small cross, you see it shows me all the organizations A, B, C. So it gives me a summary of the unique values. Okay, so the unique value here is A, B, C. Okay, so I'm going to come here on select, and I select just A, and I click. So you see that now I have just for A. So it tells me what organization A has done. They might want to ask to go more deep to tell you, okay, if organization A has this total children, total girls, total boys, what are they doing in terms of activities? So we want to see what they have done in terms of wash, just wash. You come again to this activity type here, you see, and then you select, and then you see the unique values, education, protection, and wash. You unselect and you select wash. You see, so now we can quickly see what organization A has done with the wash activities. Okay, so this is how you can analyze your data. I'm teaching you manually because we are going step by step. As we move ahead, I'll show you very quick ways of having this just by playing with your pivot tables and other methods. Okay, and then now if I want to go back, I'll just come in and I select all my activities again, and then I'll come here also, and then I select all my organizations again. So this is what we have for the totals. So now that was one way of doing the data, okay, of summing up. You can still do minus, you can still do division, okay. So if I want to do division, it's just equals to, and then I reference this cell, and then I click my division sign, and I reference this cell, and I click my tab, okay, and it gives me this divided by this, okay. Or if I want to do minus, I can just click equals to, and I reference this cell, and I say minus this other girls minus boys, and I click my tab, okay. It will still give me the answer, and then I can double click, and then it shares the values, okay. Because some of you are asking what about minus, plus, and minus and division, so we can still do that, okay. But now I want to show you a more quicker way of doing this. So I'm going to use SumIf. Today we are just going to be using SumIf, okay. So if I want to, if your organization wants you to, so I want to delete this column, okay. Perfect. So now you have girls, you have boys. Sorry, I want to put that column back. Sorry. Good. So now that we have this column, now your organization can be asking you to give them what organization A has done, what organization B has done, what organization C has done in terms of total children, okay. It can still be in terms of total boys, in terms of total girls. So what you are going to do, you are going to make a simple plan just beside here. So I'll come here and I say organization, okay. You can do better than me, okay. You can do a better plan than me. And then you come here and you say total children, okay. So we want to use a very simple formula in Excel called SumIf. So here I will say this is for organization A, here I will say this for organization B, and here I will say this for organization C, okay. So I'll come here now and I start my formula. Remember we said each time you want to write a formula or function, you start with equals to. So I'll write equals to, and then I'll start writing SumIf. You see, it shows me that formula. We'll be looking at some ifs with S in another video, okay. Please, we are going gradually, no rush. So here I'll use my SumIf and I click my tab. When I click my tab, each time you put a formula in a cell, Excel will guide you on what to do. So what Excel is saying is that we should first of all select our range, our criteria, and then our sum range, okay. So what is our range? Our range is simply where the organizations are, because I want Excel to go among all these organizations and select this organization A, okay. So I'm going to go to that range now, and then I select my range. Remember we looked at range in the first video, right? So this is the use of range. So Excel says after we have selected our range, we should put comma, so we put a small comma there. Now it now says criteria, so we have to give a criteria. So what is a criteria? The criteria is organization A. We want it to come and select organization A here. Now it says after we have selected our criteria, we should put comma again. It now says sum range. So where do we want to be summing and matching with that criteria which is organization A? We want total children. If we want total girls, we'll select this range, sum of range total girls. If we wanted to select the boys, we'll select the boys, okay. But we wanted to select from the total children, so we'll come now and we select this range, okay. So once we select this range, Excel says we should click tab, okay. Don't get confused and don't be overwhelmed, okay. So this is what has happened. So Excel has come here, goes around here, look for every cell or every row that has organization A, and then comes and match it with this total children here, and then sums it up, okay. So anyway, if organization A was found down here, it will come and match it up. So anything that is related to A, it comes and match it up and then sums it and then gives us the value here. And we can do same for organization B. Yes, so we are going to go here again, click equals to SumIf, we click our tab, we come and reference or range, we come and select this range. Okay, click our comma, and then the criteria here now is B, so we want it to be summing out B, and then we click our comma, and then we come to sum range. Okay, remember we cannot add this because these are the totals of this. If we add this, then we are going to do double counting. Okay, so we must end here where this line is. Then we click our tab, then it gives us 2102 here, and then we can do the same, equals to sum if. We click our tab, we come and select this range because this is where we want to be selecting from. We click comma, and then we select C as a criteria, click comma, and then we come to our sum range here, and then we select. Okay, all right, and we click OK. Now to check this whether it's correct, we will come here, click equals to, click our sum, and then we select, we want to sum this up. Okay, and we click equals to, and we click tab, sorry, and it gives us 8,974. So we have the same total here, 8,974. Okay, because it's still summing up all this here. Now someone might be asking, what about activities? We can do the same for activities. We can just come here for activities. We can come here and say activities. Okay, so that you are able to be flexible. Activities. Okay, we can say activities and then boys. We want to see data boys, so we are just being flexible. You can do it any other way. Okay, yeah, so we can come here and say equals to, then we say sum if, click our tab, and then we come now to activities to reference. Okay, to get the range, we want it to be taken among the activities, right? And we click no, sorry, instead here we can say activity education. Okay, we want to see what education is doing. Perfect, that's good. Then we come now, we want to see the we want Excel to come and check every education here and then sum the boys that links to the education, right? So come here and say equals to, and we say sum if, tab, and then we come and select our range. Okay, we want it to be selecting among this range. We put comma, and we want it to select anywhere it says education, which is our criteria. Okay, comma, and then we want to be getting total boys, right? It could be total girls, it could be total children still. And then we click our tab. See what it does. It comes here, anywhere it says education, okay, it sums it up. Anywhere it says education, it sums it up. Anywhere it says education, it sums it up. So we can do this the same for wash, and for protection. So it's the same philosophy, it's the same strategy. Okay, so I think we are going to end here today. So just practice as you watch this while we wait for the other video that will be uploading. Thank you very much and stay blessed.